COVID-19 pandemic has caused an increased research of utmost chaos in most part of the world. All the people are susceptible to this humongous virus which is taking a huge toll over humanity, at least at this point of time. In the countries, especially like India, there has been immediate surge in the number of COVID cases, that is up to 2 lakh cases which are being recorded on everyday basis, which gives us a clear picture of how dangerous this virus is spreading and how potent can it be causing deaths. This situation prompts us to think more about immediate lockdowns, quarantine, and making people realize how dangerous this pandemic is and what are the immediate measures which we need to take at home or else when we are going outside. Well, all these situations and a sudden increase in the chaos has prompted me to think more about the books which speak about quarantine, which speak about viruses, and also have documented the post-apocalyptic situations and speak a lot about them. So today's video is all gonna be 5 such great books which I absolutely loved, which are based upon scientific evidences of viruses and post-apocalyptic situations which have the terms lockdown and quarantine in their books. So without further delay, let's dive into the video. Hello everyone, thanks so much for watching 80 Minutes Among the Pages, where I talk about the books and the content written among their pages. Well, if you are for the first time in here, then this is Achyut Murari. I'm a medico plus a poet, and I talk about the books and personal development tips over this channel, so make sure you're subscribing to this channel so that you can watch more bookish content. Literature and books have always documented a lot about the post-apocalyptic situations and a lot of humanity being erased completely due to viruses, bacteria, or any microorganisms which causes immediate death. In this series comes the very first and the most terrifying book, and that is The Last Man by Mary Shelley. You would have already known Mary Shelley as the author of the most famous book, that is Frankenstein. As the title suggests, The Last Man. This book is all about the virus, a newer sort of virus which completely erases the humanity. But the most interesting aspect comes here when the author Mary Shelley actually writes the book in the year 2100. And she starts the book at the very basic timeline of 2073, which is far more what we have been actually facing today. She has imagined a world full of virus at the year of 2073, and what are the chronological events from 2073 to 2100 and how is the life gonna change. But the basic aspects of containing the English monarchy has been continued even at there, and how the virus has actually destroyed the very roots of the English monarchy and how a democratic society has been established in the society of Britain. The story is a completely fictitious one. Rather, this book is not much about the viruses, neither she gives more account about how the virus is being spread or what the virus actually is. She does not even give a smaller hint about that. She just uses the term called virus in the whole book. Despite having a low amount of information given about viruses in this book still stands as the major post-apocalyptic book which was ever written late in the 19th century. So this book has to be on this list at the number 1 position. The second book, which was more terrifying than the first book, was The Plague by Albert Camus. Basically, this book starts off with the very first page saying that there's a virus which is being spread at Oran, which is a North African area where suddenly a lot of people are dead, and there is huge pile of dead bodies being found, and the scientists, neither the doctors, are able to figure out what the cause actually is. And they eventually come out with the probable hypothesis that there is a new type of virus or a new type of mutation in the viruses which is affecting the specific population of Oran, which is present in the north of Africa. While this virus slowly starts spreading throughout the world, and there is a post-apocalyptic situation which is clearly set down. While I found that rather comparing to The Last Man by Mary Shelley, this book has a little more information given about the viruses, but there is also the word called quarantines and lockdowns being imposed into this book. I pretty much loved this book, and I love the way it has been horrifying and terrifying. So I have placed this book in the second most position in the list of the books which are concerned with pandemics, viruses, and epidemics. While coming to the third book, and that is one of my most favorite books as compared to the first two, and that is Year One by Nora Roberts. I was literally waiting to be reading such a great dystopian novel by Nora Roberts, who I usually found to be writing romantic novels and novels which are concerned with daily life aspects and much more smooth going. But when this book got released as a dystopian novel, I was literally waiting to be reading this book. I immediately fell in love with the cover page itself. As you can see in the image, there's a crow which is like the basic plot line of the whole book. Well, this book, apart from being only the post-apocalyptic or dystopian novel, this book has some kind of supernatural content also in this. While the whole story comes around when there's new virus outbreak from the crows, and that too these crows are actually having some magical powers or they say that they are actually cursed, because of which there's the virus starts spreading from a dead body of a crow, which actually was killed by the hero himself. So the virus starts spreading throughout the world, and as the setting is present in the United States of America, a humongous amount of population is already killed because of the virus, and all those scenes are clearly depicted in that. It feels so disturbing to be reading those scenes, that there are piles of bodies which are rotting in the hospitals. There is no basic medication being given. The doctors, the nurses, and all the paramedical staff, the frontline workers are dead, and all the humanity is at the brink of extinction, only to find that some set of the people in the society are actually immune to this virus, and it just comes into this way. But the magic of Snow Robert starts unveiling here that people who are affected because of the virus or have been cured, or maybe people who are naturally immune to this virus, and somewhere all this virus have inherently sparked the inherent magic in our bodies, and because of this activation of magic in our bodies, all the people who have survived the apocalypse have actually grown magical powers with them. The title Year 1 is actually given because at the December 31st of a certain year, the pandemic has begun, and the whole story is taking place in that one certain year only. And when the new year comes at the ending of the book, we find that the whole pandemic is finished. Like, the pandemic is still there probably, but there's a new development of society. People are setting up, and all the people who have been immune come together at one certain area. They find a habitable region, and they start they start establishing a society there. They start writing law, they start developing the constitution, they start developing the basic needs, facilities, and how the society need to be organized. Everything till the book goes absolutely fine, and I love the very idea of setting up a new society even after the facing of a humongous pandemic. The fourth utmost loving book, which is still there on my TBR, I haven't read this book till date, and that is The Stand by Stephen King. Obviously, when I came to know that there has been a book by Stephen King, who is a horror loving author, who has written a dystopian novel, I was very interested to read that. This book got published way back, but I haven't got my hands upon this till now. I have always been thinking to read about this book. The Stand basically speaks about this humongous amount of virus, which in a second wipes out the whole humanity. But I find that in this book especially, there has been extensive research done about the viruses, and there's been given humongous amounts of information about how the virus has been spreading. The most fearful aspect in this book comes when the virus of this book is actually having viral potency of about 99%. That is, if 100 people get infected by this virus, 99 people are gonna die. But basically for COVID-19, this percentage is far less. So I especially love this aspect of viral potency and how much more information is being presented into this book. I won't speak a lot about this book because I haven't read this till now. So moving on for next book. I deliberately wanted to place this book at the first, but I drop it down later, and that is The Eyes of Darkness by Dean Koontz. Basically, this book does not speak about lockdowns, nor this speaks about any sort of spread of post-apocalyptic situations. Neither this book speaks about virus, which is wiping off humanity. But somewhere I still felt that because COVID-19 is present all over here, we still will be thinking about Wuhan 400, which was the name of virus propelled by Dean Koontz in his book, The Eyes of Darkness. I have spoken about this book so many times in most of my videos. So I will be dropping the time which I will be providing to this particular section. And I absolutely love how the author has written a supernatural content while going parallel with the science fiction genre. So that's all, guys. These were the 5 books which I thought of telling you and which I personally love. This is high time we stay safe out of this virus. It's high time we at least try to stay at home, most probably. And if at all the situation is not permitting you to be staying at home, if at all you need to be going outside, if at all you need to be working outside, then please make sure you're taking enough measures, such as at least wearing a mask and trying to sanitize your hands as many times as possible, because this virus is not an easy thing. It can take your life, and that is going to be really tough if at all the situation is in that manner. So I literally beg every person watching this video to be more careful. And if at all you feel alone during the quarantine period or staying at home, do watch all the book recommendations in my channel, or make sure you're reading all the 5 books which I have listed out in this video, so that you can indeed experience a pandemic going on in a book rather than experiencing it in an outside world. So that's all, guys. Till the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.